Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and safe in your homes. Do you remember what is our last session? Yes, our last session was about winds and clouds, about the rainfall. Okay? Today we are going to do an activity in this video. So let's see what is that. Before going to start that activity, do you know how do we measure the amount of rainfall? That how much amount of rainfall fallen on the earth? How do we measure that Anantapur has, like Guntur or Anantapur has more rainfall, less rainfall? So let's see. It is a rain gauge. With this instrument, we can measure the amount of rainfall on the earth or in that particular area. Okay? An instrument by which the rainfall is measured is known as rain gauge. The amount of rainfall for a unit area is measured in centimeters. So, then you have to take three things. Okay? Take one empty bottle, scale, and a cutter. Take an empty bottle, cut off the top of the bottle as shown on the screen, and turn over the top of the bottle as shown on the screen, and invert the cutter top in the bottle and mark the scale from 0, and fill the bottle with sand and some water till the spot where you have marked 0. You have to add some sand and water up to 0. So why we are adding this sand and water? Because the bottom layer of the bottle is not flat, it is undulating. So that we are adding sand and water up to the mark 0. At the other side, you can observe that it is a real rain gauge. You can see that the bottom of the bottle is flat. With this, you can measure the amount of rainfall of a particular area. As you know that this is a rainy season, and try to make your own rain gauge and tell me the unit measure of rainfall in Raichoti in the live session. I will ask you in live session. Now what you have to do, ensure that you keep this bottle in an open place. Make sure that there are no walls or trees that can block the rain falling into the bottle. You can use a scale to measure the water. If you leave the bottle in the open for few days, you can know how much it rained in a week or in a month. Okay students, hope you will do this activity in your home with basic equipments. When it rains, the water level in the bottle rises. Measure the height of water with the help of scale and you will get the rainfall in centimeters. Okay, in centimeters for your area during the period you had kept the rain gauge. Okay, let's start part 2. It's a second part of this chapter, flow of rivers. Okay, what happens to the water that falls on the earth? Some of it percolates in the soil. Percolates means absorb. Okay, absorb in the soil. Some flows on the surface of the land and the rest becomes water vapor and mixes with air. You will read about the water and percolates down into the soil in the next chapter. In this part, we will discuss the water which flows on the surface of the land. Okay, have you seen rainwater flowing in small streamlets on sloping land? Yes, you may have watched Water flows in small streams from the mountains slopes during the rainy season. However, these streams dry up after some time. The water which flows divides channels on the mountains. Here, channels means separate, divides into many parts, like that. When it rains again, water flows down the same channels. In this way, river courses and river valleys are formed. This process is shown on the screen. You can observe that picture. You can observe some of the channels formed by river water. Okay. Transformation of a stream into a broad river. A river usually is in the form of a thin stream. As it flows further, it gets bigger and broader. This happens because many small streams join it as the stream flow. Rivers or streams which join a larger river is called tributaries. That means the channels meet at and form the single river. Those channels are called tributaries. As the river becomes bigger and broader, its flows gets slower. It starts depositing the sand and silt it has carried on its bed and banks. This causes the formation of plains. Okay students, we will end up here. Hope you understood the concept. Allah Hafiz.